Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Tyranny. In the last episode we just created our character and then did the conquest mode, and that episode became a tad bit too long, at least to my liking. The video became almost 2 hours long, and all we were doing was creating our character and then do the conquest mode. But I guess that one of the main reasons why it became so long was because I was basically explaining to you that what was my goal with this character and the story and so on and so forth. And so because I was explaining all of that to you, that's why that episode became a bit too long. And of course, the conquest mode itself is also usually takes quite a bit of time, especially when you're reading everything out loud. But now, without further ado, let's actually start the game. So now we are at the Edgering ruins, if I remember correctly the names of these places. It's been almost exactly 1 year since last time I played this game. But now, so we have Aurora from the Disfavored. The game decided to have a hiccup there. Kyros to Overlord be praised. When I heard the avalanche, I feared the valley was sealed with you on the other side. The Disfavored warrior claps her gauntlet to her breastplate, the traditional salute of her legion. Oh yeah, and we still got these, but let's see. Do we have anything new here? If you want to read these, then by all means pause the video. But I'm quite sure that I know how the game works by now. Yeah, I know about the factions and stuff. And yeah, we also know about this. Yeah. So, I was hoping Tunon would send the Queenslayer, if only to see the look on the Oathbreakers' faces when they see you in the flesh again. Oh yeah, this is about one of our conquest decisions. During your service in Vendrian's Well in the year of 429 TR, commanders on both sides wisely assessed the Vendrian Guard would likely fight to the last man, and in doing so, give the other realms time to rally or intervene. Ordered to convince the enemy to surrender, you met with the nobles and baited Queen Atlanta, ruler of Apex, to strike you under a blue flag, allowing you to promptly slay her in self-defense. In the wake of her death, the Vendrian Guard promptly surrendered and held to that armistice, whatever that means, until the start of 431 TR, when the Guard broke their oath of disarmament. we could clear silently because we don't give a crap about the Disfavored. I'm in a hurry to deliver a message to the Archons. I come bearing an edict of Kyros. Our soldiers will complete their tasks or die. Lord 20. Can you hear that hum in the air? That glow around the rocks. That avalanche is Kyros' magic. The Overlord has sealed the valley. Well, our character is not really a mage in any way. Just like my first character of my first playthrough was not using magic basically at all. So I don't really care about this option. We could just should we just should we do a playthrough where we just clear silently at every chance we get? Nah. If next time when I play a complete asshole of a character, then I just might make a full clear only playthrough. I am in a hurry to deliver a message to the Archons. Well, you have traveled a long way. I won't keep you further. I'm sure the Archons will want to hear from you at... Her voice falls silent, her attention snapping eastward with alarm. Did you hear that? More runners. 3rd time this week. The Oathbreakers keep trying to send messengers through the mountains to gather help from outside the valley. She points over to the collapsed path by which you arrived. But they are a bit too late for that now. Come, let's show these Oathbreakers a good fight. In honor of the Vendrian Guard reneging on the surrender of 429. Soldiers in both the Disfavored and Scarlet Chorus now refer to these tiersmen as Oathbreakers. It is perhaps one of the few points of agreement between the Disfavored and the Scarlet Chorus. Well, at least they agree on something. For the glory of Kyros. Alright, so let's help her out. So, combat. Yeah, I'm quite sure that I'm familiar with this. Yep. Yep. Talent spells, combo abilities, artifact abilities. Yeah, alright. Yeah. In my next playthrough, I think I'm going to turn these tips off. Just a quick reading here. Yeah. Alright, so we have Thrust, Shield Slam, and Sunder from our character creation, and then Warrior's Respite from the Conquest. Well, let's use this one first, why not? We're not gonna do much damage here at all. Killing this guy might take ages.
Take that!
Yeah, it's gonna take ages. This Aurora guy is also using a shield and a sword. Shield slam, why not? Your queen is dead, bitch. Did you miss? It didn't look like you hit him.
I'm not dead yet.
No, but you're about to be. I can't wait till we get our party members because we're not killing anyone like this. And I'm fighting with this Disfavored woman here as well. Imagine if you were alone here right now.
On it.
What did the Sunder do exactly? Yeah, daze him. You're not gonna die, are you? Oh shit, she's near death.
Can't do that.
She might actually die. Come on, die. Oh, what's that ability? I would love to know what that is. Come on. There we go. Saved her just in time. That's one down. Let's check further along the path. Oh, and then talent points. Yeah, I know how a talent tree works. Whetstone and a potion of protection. But before we go there, though, I want to check if there's anything here. No, could I? How did I? Oh yeah, it's tap. Yeah, tap was the key that I was looking for. Yeah, let's climb down and see what's down here. Abandoned memorial. This memorial has been left to weather the elements for many months and has fallen into disrepair. Resting at the top of the memorial is small weather, a beaten enclosure with a rusted torque inside. Well, let's examine the torque. The torque possesses a number of small grooves. It otherwise appears fairly ordinary. Well, there's a loot here. We didn't come here for nothing. Oh, I recognize these icons from Pillars of Eternity. They are kind of recycling some of the item icons between Pillars of Eternity and Tyranny to save resources and stuff, I guess. The Sis say that corpses line the road of victory to Vendrian's well. An example of the fate that awaits those who resist Kyros' will. And there you are. The avalanche has us blocked. Think you could fit through that rubble? How? How about that instead we push it? We should have the athletics. Press your weight against the boulder directly in your path until it starts to move. Fuck yes. And we kill that woman too. Brute strength will also work. Fuck yes. Stone soldier. I guess we have to help out this guy. Aren't you coming or not? Oh, she's running away. Coward. Gotta report you to Graven Ash.
Hi.
Hi.
To battle!
How did I switch weapons? I think there was a way to do that. Let's try to get this guy down first and hope that he doesn't die because he's our tank at the moment. Weapons. Here it is. I don't know will this do much. I don't know if this makes any difference, but might as well try. This is gonna take forever. Oh, okay, we are actually doing some damage here. But we'll get our very first party member very soon.
Glory of Kyros!
So killing won't be slow like that. Like this for very long. What a relief.
Will do.
Not sure if the bronze spear is doing more damage than the sword. I think it's doing slightly more damage. Do you have anything? Sun Soldier's Javelin. What if we compare it with this? Yeah, it's a heck of a lot better. Why was I given so many crappy items for this very important mission? Where did we put the spear? Oh, and I also have these boots. Well, might as well put them on. Now, where did we put? Wow, there it is. It's in the stash here. We'll lose a bit of range, but that's all right. All right, how are you doing, buddy? The game frozen for a moment. I don't know why it's doing that. Don't bother with me. Go down to the pass. Trust us. The soldier clutches his gun and winches. You can see a hint of entrails between his fingers. Lovely. You're wounded, and that's not trivial. I don't have time for this. Indeed, I don't. Go on. Graven Ash is with me. Indeed, and that's why you are so weak. Because Graven Ash is looking after you like children. Or at least that's what my character thinks anyway. Waking Death. Will revive well defeated for 120 seconds. So wait. So does this basically mean that when we are down 120 seconds we then come back? Or will this just bring us back to our feet temporarily for 120 seconds? Whatever, let's just pick it up. Several skulls, bleached by the sun and picked clean by carrion birds, are spiked on a roughly hewn post. It is the only heraldry the Scarlet Chorus needs.
I'll tear your skeleton out by your ass.
There's our girl. Oh wait, yeah, she's there.
Try and catch me, worm.
Verse, I have missed you so much. A young Scarlet Fury. Scarlet Furies are the elite fighters of the Scarlet Chorus. Distinguished by their graceful attacks and murderous persistence, better armed and trained than most Chorus conscripts. The Furies are found among the vanguard of battle, their brutal displays of skill inspiring bloodlust in the masses and fear in the enemy. A young Scarlet Fury weaves around the Vendrian Guard attackers, avoiding their weapons with fluid grace. She nods to you. She nods to acknowledge you. The game freezes like that for randomly for some reason. A breathless enemy soldier passes a glance to her countrymen. This one's crazy. Too much lead in the water. Or too much lead in her water. We should cut our losses and turn back.
Ha! Fate Finder. Here at last. Here to join me in putting these cowards out of their misery.
She nods to the armed soldiers bearing down on her. Save something for me. For the realm of Apex, charge! The Vendrian Guard level their weapons in advance.
I'm not here to make friends.
Alright, now we got verse.
See you there.
Oh, we got more extra points and stuff. Alright, so... Blood-soaked stone. Yes, I remember this attack, and also burning iron. This is yeah, it's a ranged attack with her bow. Skewer. Verse thrusts both of our weapons into a target, penetrating armor. Alright, so you focus on this woman here, and we focus on this woman here. Taser. Alright, so far so good. Verse could use a bit help. I don't want her to take too much damage. And she has... when inflicted upon an enemy, Scarlet Poison causes lasting damage. Alright, so it poisons the enemy. Might for 120 seconds. When crushed between the teeth, Rot Spear seeds increase a soldier's might at the cost of inspiring frenzied rage. So there's a downside. Well, it doesn't say it that there is though. And lesser healing potion, always good to have those.
I'm not dead yet.
No, but you're about to. Oh shit! Drink a potion quickly. All right, good.
Hi.
It's very important that we keep our characters' health in green, because if they turn orange, it means that they are wounded, and then they are less effective. I do not want that to happen, especially not on hard difficulty. Alright, we are doing big damage now. Now that Verse is with us. Well, okay, we are doing nicely as well. Let's stun the bastards.
Await my signal.
Did you miss? Well, doesn't matter, but yeah.
I can tell you didn't spend the conquest in a diplomat's tent.
Indeed. The fighter surveys the fresh corpses and nods with satisfaction.
I'm Verse, by the way. But there are more important things to take care of than introductions. Those Vendrian Guard we killed didn't come alone.
She gestured to that skirmish unfolding in the past below, shaking her head. So let me read this. The Vendrian Guard is the army of the landlocked realm of Apex, defenders of the central region of the Tiers. Named for House Vendrian, the ruling dynasty of Apex, the Guard has a reputation for being as resilient and stubborn as the mountains themselves. Ostensibly beaten by Kyros' forces and forced to surrender in 429, the Vendrian Guard resurfaced in 431, brazenly defying the Overlord's rule. So they're the Oathbreakers, basically.
If you don't recognize me, it's probably because I'm not covered in beastman blood. You did me a good turn back in Azure, and I never forget a friend.
Ah, more of our conquest decisions. When Kyros' soldiers reported attacks by wild beasts who could rumble the earth and bore the name Stonestalker, you helped them hunt and capture many of these deadly fighters. Most were brutish and dumb and whined openly for their alpha, a beast woman, dark as shadow, and from a far more dangerous tribe than theirs, a huntress out for vengeance who had taken them in. Ah, are they talking about kills in shadow by any means? Possibly. Already, if you are. Not so fast. First explain what you're doing here. Well, I don't think that's really relevant right now. Where are the Vendrian Guard attacking now? You fight like a storm. What's your role in the army? You're dismissed, soldier. If I need you, I'll find you at the Scarlet Cross camp. So what's your role in the army? Well, even though we know it already, but still, you fight like a storm.
A Scarlet Fury, one of the elite killers of our ignoble gang. You'll see more than a few of us around camp, but don't let that fool you. We're a rare breed.
Yeah, I believe that.
Most of the soldiers in the Scarlet Chorus are little more than farmers and children armed with rusted forks. Makes them easier to control.
Mm-hmm.
The voices of Nerat called his best fighters to this siege. There must be something important about Vendrian's well, though don't ask me what. The Archon isn't in the habit of spilling secrets.
And I'm quite sure that we have read this already in the last episode, but here, if you want to read, then pause the video. There. Anything else? No, let's just go. I'm ready if you are.
Eager. I like that. Before we go, you might search among the remains of our fallen comrades. Wherever they're bound, I doubt they'll miss their boots, much less any rings or any useful iron they might be clutching.
And rings is the currency of this world. Rings were first introduced by Kyros in the early years of the Northern Conquest. The currency of the Divide Realms was of questionable value and easily counterfeit, and rings offered the promise of a shared economy simple enough for anyone to understand. Today they are the standardized currency across all the known lands of Terratus. Their commonality and ease of transportation quickly made rings the preferred unit of trade, even in realms where Kyros' peace is not observed. Alright. I see your point, nice and practical.
No reason to pity the fallen. Before long, we might wish we'd joined them here. But at least we'll enjoy heavy pockets and warm toes.
Yes. Yeah, indeed. I agree.
For the voices of Nerat!
Verse furrows her brow and focuses down on the battle to come. Alright, but before that, let's indeed loot these guys. Sundered bronze sword. And a nice helmet. Why do these guys have better equipment than me? I mean I'm a very important Fatebinder, and yet I was given armor and weapons that are even worse than these grunts here. Whatever. A hide and scroll. Lesser sigil of reaching grasp. Oh yeah, this is one of these sigils that we can learn, but we don't have the lore. And besides, this character is not magic user anyway. But for future magic users, we are this is going to be handy. I'm gonna try and learn to use the magic sigil system here. But since we got some, might as well pick up this. Very appropriate too, because we are gonna go with the. Oh, we got this many potions here. Fuck yes. Verse. Let's give you some. And I guess I'm gonna give this to myself since I'm a tank anyway. And this. So this gives us more deflection, recovery and accuracy. That's always good. So you take that. We can also hide the helmet too if we want. Let's take it off for now, at least for a little while. And then, oh yeah, this sword. Bit damage, accuracy and recovery, always nice. There we go. And what about you? What weapons do you have? Is this any? Nah, this sword really sucks. Even Verse was given better weapons than I, a Fatebinder. But anywho, let's continue.
I got it.
I get it. Oh shit. And again the game froze for a second. This is gonna be a bit annoying. I hope that this is not going to be a trend of this Let's Play. I don't remember having little freezing problems like this in my last playthrough, but anyway. Target's demos. Eyes forward, no looking back. The Vendrian Guard warrior rose with his falchion held high, his words largely lost over the din of combat. The Falx is an enduring symbol of military life in the tiers, adapted from the Agrarian skies of Azure. This curved blade was, in ages past, the weapon of peasants forced into battle. In the last century, the nobles of Apex took a liking to the weapon, and it has since become the weapon all serious Venturing Guard warriors endeavor to master. Yeah, I nothing new here. Just wanted to check if there was more. Wrath with Venturing Guard. Queenslayer. The warrior rears back his swinging arm as the invective hisses of his tongue. I have long dreamed of laying claim to your skull. So nice of you to present yourself. You just arrived at a camp and they already gave you a title? Impressive. As he signals his men to charge, the sound of chanting rises from the south, drawing his attention. Scarlet Chorus reinforcements? Hurry! So we got some backup here now. Again, this freaking freezing. It's so annoying. Maybe I have some other program running in the background or something that's slowing it down. Well, I don't know. Muck in place. But I really like these nicknames of these Scarlet Chorus soldiers here. They really give very amusing names for themselves. Anyway, run down the Oathbreakers. Let none escape. From the red mob of reinforcements from the south, a blood chanter emerges at the head of the rabble, the ornamental crest of her staff pulsing with crimson tones. Signing sigils of magic and wordlessly moving her mouth, the blood chanter scribes a series of spells into the air. A red glow surrounds the Venturing Guard warriors as the chanter's magic worms its way into their minds, blinding them with rage. Hold position, all of you! You there! Keep to the path! The warrior gestures along the canyon trail, but his soldiers turn their attention to the Scarlet Chorus, roaring challenges. No, don't engage them, we need to run! His orders falling on deaf ears, the warrior reluctantly readies his weapon. Hey, you wanted to fight me? I'm here now, so come here. Well, he's gonna go there. Well, that's just fine by me. Let's just take care of these guys. So, Verse. Go and attack this one, and I... shame that I don't have a taunt ability of some kind. Just slam this guy's face. Oh, okay, he's coming here. Maybe we should focus on this guy after all. How should I do this? I don't want them to focus on Verse. I want them to focus on me. I'm supposed to be the tank here after all. Stand seeking sheet. Plus 10 accuracy. Oh yeah, she had these stances. Plus 20 dodge. Adds bonus damage to your next attack equal to 50% of the damage received from attackers. But it gives her less dodge and less parry. Let's just give her more dodge. From what I understood, you could also build a Verse into a monk in a sense, who basically dodges all of the enemy's attacks, and could also make her a tank in a sense.
They never had a chance.
Let's stun him. Drink a potion.
Squirrely bastard, aren't you?
What the? Why did I go here? Well, at least they are focusing on me, and that's the main thing. You just fight there and don't die or get too wounded or anything. Wait, what's this? 1000 strikes, -2 armor, all stolen for 10 seconds or so. And we're getting some more points to our skills and abilities while we fight. That's nice. Where the hell are these guys going? Well, whatever. Punch Thanos. Or demos.
For the queen!
Shit. Yeah, I guess you have to drink another one. Daze her. And I don't know, Sandra.
I got it.
Well, let's try to kill Tarkus quickly. And you don't have potions. You're gonna get wounded here, aren't you? We could use a bow too, but I don't think that's a too good idea in a melee range.
Pity you won't enjoy this as much as I do.
Why is she not wounded yet? At least the health bar is still green, even though... Well, she's not
Did I always have this much blood? Got dark all of a sudden.
Well, god damn it. Well, do that.
Will do.
Shit. If only they were focusing on me and not on Verse.
Take that! This is useless. I should try something else.
Just knock him down, please. Or don't. That did almost nothing. So this is the hard difficulty. I got 5 potions still, so I'm not gonna die anytime soon. Oh shit, did this guy die? Oh shit. At least the Blood Chanter is still somewhat fine.
I got it.
Okay, she's OP, she killed them all by herself. But yeah, that did not go very well. And again, it's freezing like this. So annoying. Crescent Runner, come quick! Quick! We have a situation on the cliffside. They have the commander. Yeah, sure. Alright, now you are wounded. Yeah, we all know about this. About the wounds. Scarlet Color's leather armor. I like the look of that. And some Venging Guard heavy bronze screevers. It's here. And this is light armor leather. And what do we have? Light armor leather. Well, what do we look like? Ah, we start to look like an actual Scarlet Color's warrior. Nice. Yeah, very nice looking. And you... Alright, you got that, and I don't think that I think that we are gonna use the heavy armor the most. Although this doesn't seem that good. No, but what about you? No, it sucks. Alright.
Will do.
Alright, what do we have here? Several skulls, bleached by the sun and picked clean by carrion birds. Oh, we have already read that. Alright. Weapons and armor are strewn haphazardly around the cart. Around the cart. Every blade shows signs of rust, and every piece of armor is in need of repair. That's the Scarlet Color's equipment and armory for you. Head wrap. Huh. And some cheese. Weapons and armor are stacked with neat precision on this transport cart. Every spear is honed and oiled, ready for battle. So that this stuff must belong to the Disfavored. Sky cap. Lore and magic skills and defense.
Can't do that.
Kyros ordered the original icon of the Disfavored erased from memory. For over 100 years, the Disfavored have kept the scratched out iconography, wearing it with pride. Sorry, what did you say? Oh, you want to chat? Speaking about that, where can I... There's my chat log. Chat log, alright. Admired the Disfavored sigil. I know a thing or two about that. Well, why don't you tell me about it? Couldn't help but notice how you were eyeballing the Disfavored symbol littered about camp. It's hardly a symbol, just a scroll. That's true, but it used to be the pride of Graven Ash's Legion before Kyros made them deface it. And in case you don't remember, Graven Ash, the leader of the Disfavored. Well, what happened? Word has it that Ash has been under more scrutiny than the other Archons, seeing as he took a stand against Kyros in the past. Even though he bent the knee in the end, that doesn't place him above suspicion. Kyros and the other Archons keep him on a tight leash. So before he bent the knee to Kyros, Graven Ash rallied his legions against the Overlord's authority. His prowess on the battlefield ingratiated him to the Archons, who welcomed him into their ranks in exchange for his obedience. And also he managed to save his people like that. Ash's troops impressed the growing empire, but Kyros made them sacrifice everything they were up to the point. Ash surrendered. They have been disfavored ever since, and fighting to earn back their honor. I guess that's why you don't cross the Overlord. Kyros holds a grudge with a mean, jealous streak. Alright, good to know. I don't blame you. Compared to the Scarlet Chorus, the Disfavored are about as interesting as hard labor. Yeah, I'm have to agree with that. The Scarlet Chorus has way more interesting people in them. They have the interesting folks. Look at this tent. What is that for, dwarf? The symbol of the Scarlet Chorus is smeared in blood on the tattered cloth tent. No effort has been made to repair the gaping tears. Now, anything else around here that anything else that I can pick? There's Cosma. I think she's a vendor. More crappy Venturing Guard boots. Alright, so what was going on here? Again. Pelox Tyrell. Stow your weapons or we find out how long a man screams before hitting the ravine down below. Cornered between a precipitous Jesus Christ, some of these words. Precipitous drop and a band of angry soldiers. The Oathbreaker warrior holds a Disfavored officer at a knife point. Skewer him. Worry not for me. Graven Ash will protect. The Disfavored officer winces, blood seeping from the seams of his bracers and cuirass. You heard the man. He plainly invited you to use that little blade of yours. What are you waiting for? Permission from your pimp? This blade? With a jerk of the knife, he slices off a clump of Trustus's matted hair. If you're so eager to see your ally dead, just step closer. Release the prisoner and you might know the inside of a cell. Conquest? Why kill that Disfavored nobody when you could take your swing at the Queenslayer? Yeah, I like that. It's a conquest decision and everything. Or we could lower our weapon, then charge forward and wrest the knife from him. We have to help Trustus. Or, you heard Trustus, let him die. Now, I like the conquest one the best. Why kill that Disfavored nobody when you could take your swing at the Queenslayer? You? The Queenslayer? Well, we got favor with Scarlet Chorus and Disfavored. You, the Queenslayer? Pushing Trustus to the side, Pelox Tyrell bounds forward with murder in his eyes. His glorious charge ends somewhat abruptly as the Disfavored soldiers step in, weapons out and butcher. He was my kill! Bastards, stole my kill. Dazed but alive, Trustus lets out a long sigh and struggles to his feet. Kyros be praised. That Oathbreaker fought with the rage of Cairn himself. A conquest decision. Cairn, the mountainous Archon of Stone, accompanied the Disfavored on the conquest of the Tears. His temper and proclivity toward destructive solutions often branded him a liability to the otherwise orderly takeover, but his powers were not easily dismissed. During the Azure campaign, Cain went on a rampage, declaring himself independent of Kyros, and the conquest an unlawful sham. At the behest of Kyros, you proclaimed the Edict of Stone, petrifying and killing Cairn, leaving his remains in the blasted ruin of Azure, now called the Stone Sea. Drastus lights a trembling hand along the cut on his neck. Thank you, Fatebinder. I thought today was my last. Well, I didn't really care about you that much, Drastus. I just challenged him to a duel. And then you went and killed him, you kill-stealers. From the look of it, guess they thought if they swarmed the pass, maybe one might make it out. We found a few scraps of parchment on the bodies. Drastus holds out a handful of crumbled parchment for your inspection. A suit of leather such as yourself should be able to make sense of this. Literacy is rare in the Northern Empire, where the Disfavored are born and trained. Time spent reading and writing is, after all, time not spent sparring and readying one's body and mind for battle. I have no time for this. I should be on my way to see the Archons. All that training and Graven doesn't teach you to read. Yeah, I have no time for this. I should be on my way to see the Archons. Well, from the look of it, we kept them from slipping out of the valley. Whatever they hoped to accomplish, I think their plan died here. The Archons are expecting you. When you are ready, leave by the gate to the southeast and follow the trails down slope for a few hours. You'll see a campfire leaks away. Can't miss it. Okie dokie. Do you have anything on you, Drastus? Well, I got some quick finger bangles. Gives haste. Honor guards bronze flanks. Or falks, even. Is it any better than what you are using right now? Well, it does give some DPS and range, but recovery speed suffers quite a lot too, and I don't like that. The recovery speed, if I'm not mistaken, it's basically the attack speed of your character, that how fast her basic attacks will be, and how often she can spam abilities and spells and stuff like that. And a sigil of distant impact. Yeah. And some meat. And I believe there's a rope over here.
Sorry, I can't.
Oh yes, you can. Climb the rope. Now, there must be something.
Would you take a look at that?
Yeah, what do we have here? It's invisible for 60 seconds. Alright. Shame that we're not a rogue or anything. And if,
sorry, I can't.
And if I'm not mistaken, there should be something else here somewhere. Ah, there's this chest.
Sorry,
here.
I can't.
So we have to go outside the gates. But before that, though, the Archon demands all prisoners to be given a chance to serve the chorus. These lying horse-spawn had their chance long ago. I say kill him. Well, I guess we have to settle this. The prisoner says his name's Targis Demos. Drastus lets out a long sigh, tapping his clouded finger to his temple. Oh, so he's one of those, oh yeah, he was that guy from earlier. I thought we killed him. Then I don't think this is a complicated matter. He dies, his family's been a driving force in Avenging Guard. Killing him should demoralize whatever's left of the Targis clan. But we must offer the enemy redemption. Well, save for their inbred nobles, just ask the Queenslayer. The chanter lets out a hearty chuckle through an incomplete set of teeth. But corpses can't serve the chorus, so while mercy always pains me, it is the voice of Nerad command. It is what the voices of Nerad commands. We would let you take prisoners, but you can't control them. You sent these conscripts out on patrol and they never return, deflecting all over again. I can't let this nonsense strategy continue. Well, I insist this Oathbreaker be taken to the voices of Nerad, leaving us at an impasse. Fortunately, we have a Fatebinder here to settle the matter for us. The Chanter turns to you, an expectant smile creeping across her face. So, what say you? What should become of this prisoner? Execute the Oathbreaker. 1 chance to surrender is enough. The Kyros should be allowed a chance to recruit new warriors. Or conquest. What gives? Last I was here, the Disfavored showed a little more mercy to the enemy. You know what? That's exactly what I was thinking here as well, because I do remember that there was this one a little incident where we captured some war hero of the Vendrian Guard, of Asura or something along those lines. So we captured an enemy war hero, and the Disfavored wanted to spare him and show some mercy. And so that how Kyros can be merciful to their enemies, but the Scarlet Kyros wanted to kill him instead of conscripting him, and that was very weird in my opinion, because Scarlet Kyros is usually the merciful one who wants to give the enemies the choice to serve or either die, and the Disfavored are the ones who just want to straight out kill them because they are racist like that. So that's exactly what I was thinking here. So, what gives? Last I was here, the Disfavored showed a little more mercy to the enemy. The commander lets out a long sigh as he touches the wound by his neck. These filthy hill people spat on the surrender. We were fools to ever treat them as anything more than violent children. Mercy is what got us into this protracted fight. Let's not continue this mistaken strategy. So execute the Oathbreaker. 1 chance to surrender is enough. Let's give this guy a chance. And besides, in this playthrough, I am supposed to be siding with the Scarlet Kyros for the most part anyway. But of course, I am still trying to be very loyal to the nature of my character. So if there ever comes a time that when siding with the Disfavored sounds like something what my character would do, then I will do that, even if it pisses off the Scarlet Kyros. But in this case, I say let's give him the chance to spare his life and join us. The Kyros should be allowed its chance to recruit new warriors. And besides, there's not going to be any reinforcements coming or anything anytime soon. Right with this favor with the Scarlet Kyros. This is the sort of nonsense that got us into this mess we are in now. Well, you were also the one who wanted to give mercy, so I will not be the one to talk. If we keep showing these mongrels mercy, they'll just bite us time and time again. If it will calm your nerves, I assure you this one won't be put on the battlefield. The mage snaps her fingers loudly, gesturing for her gang to listen. A gang who is dead, because they are certainly not anywhere around here. Make sure the prisoner is taken straight to the voices of Nerat. I won't keep you any longer, Fatebinder. I know you have important business in the valley. Trastus salutes you, his iron gauntlet rapping against his breastplate. For the glory of Kyros. For the glory of Kyros, indeed. And she's all alone here. Because, yes. Well, there are some Scarlet Kyros soldiers here, I guess. A few of them. But these guys died here. Can we talk to them some more? We sing the Anthem of Pain. That sounds quite badass, actually. You have my thanks, Fatebinder. I must attend to the rest of my soldiers. Yeah, you do that. Now, what were we doing? Oh yeah, we were going outside. And let's see if we can take that chest. Get to the chest and open it. Hi, dude. Kyros should not have accepted the Vendrian surrender.
Can't do that.
Alright, so I think it's...
Sorry, I can't.
Yes, you can. Ah, over here. So we climb this wall. Now, please don't tell me that it's locked. Oh, of course it's locked. God damn it. Verse, can you? No, of course you can't. And neither can we, because we are not sneaky like that.
On it.
But next time when I make a stealth heavy character, a roguelike character, then we will open that. Well, except that I'm not gonna make a roguelike character in the next playthrough, because next time I'm gonna make a mage-like character, like I promised you in the last episode. But now, so to its favorite camp. Takes 2 hours and 45 minutes. This fort was constructed shortly after routing rebels along the valley's western edge. The Archon Craven Ash directs all his favorite efforts from this location. And yeah, these loading screens are going to be quite long in this playthrough, so I'm basically going to do the exact same thing like I did in my Pillars of Eternity Let's Play, and just edit out all these loading screens, so you don't need to watch and just look at these. Plus, cutting out these loading screens will make the episodes at least a little shorter. So yeah, I'm gonna edit out the other loading screens coming from now on. Take what you can carry, but leave the cart, otherwise we seize you and your wares. This is robbery! Well, what's going on here? This is Kyros' law. So, what's going on here? Crescent Runner. Hail, Fatebinder. His favorite scout nods at your approach. Camps on up ahead. Don't mind us, just clearing up the rabble. Clearing out the rabble, even. I still don't understand what I have done to offend. I respect that these are now disfavored lands, and I'm happy to give the Legion a proper toll, but she's going on about trading rights. What nonsense is that? What nonsense is that? I'm not allowed to trade one thing for another. It's not like I'm selling weapons to angry peasants or anything of the sort. You're on the disfavored land. These warriors have every right to kill you. You should be more thankful they are even listening to you speak. The Overlord regulates all trade. If you lack the proper permits, your goods are forfeit. This is none of my concern. Carry on. Should we just go and... Because I don't think that my character would bother with this. Yeah, no, screw it. Right you are. We'll take care of this vulture. The Crescent Runner nods to you with an knowing smile. Alright. Did they leave anything for me? Yes, they did. But it's locked, because of course it is. Slow down a moment. I know we are both eager to watch the Archons bicker over tactics like a pair of magpies, but I need to ask you something first. What's that? The voice of Nerat told me that you have come as a mediator. Considering the source, well, I can't help but feel I'm only hearing half the story. So let's have it out. What's so special about you? Well, I am the Queenslayer for starters, and a Fatebinder of Tunon. So those two titles should be quite impressive enough, I think. I'm here to deliver an edict from Kyros. I have nothing to tell you. Why so suspicious? What else has the voice of Nerat told you? Only that I could find you in Edgering ruins. Truthfully, I could have picked you out of a crowd. You are the only one of us who hasn't spent the last few months bathing in the stink of the Matani River. She laughs, but there's a forced nature to it. Why so suspicious? It's just a feeling I got. When the Archons are together, the air gets as taut as a bowstring. I can't help but think that no amount of compromise will get them seeing eye to eye. Wait, I can't help but think that no amount of compromise will get them see eye to eye. Yeah. So why invite a mediator from Tunon's court? It doesn't add up. Well, let's just tell her, why not? I'm here to deliver an edict from Kyros. That makes a crazy kind of sense. Considering how long the siege has taxed the armies, I can understand why Kyros would send you with an edict to speed things along. Have you read it? Do you know what it says? The Archons must claim Ascension Hall by Kyros' Day of Swords, or all will perish. An Ascension Hall? Ascension Hall is the traditional throne room of the Queen of Apex. The throne stands directly beneath the mountain spire, in the center of the citadel in the valley of Vendrian's Well. During Kyros' conquest of the Tears, you stood in Ascension Hall as Kyros' representative, representative when negotiating the surrender of Apex. You provoked Queen Vendrian Alanta into attacking you, then killed her. From that day forward, many have called you Queenslayer. And then Day of Swords is their national holiday, basically. The 26th of every month. The 26th of every month, so it's every month, or span, is Kyros' day. It is a day of holiday and rest for all within the Overlord's empire. Each Kyros' day is the last day of its span and is referred to by the span's name. Kyros' Day of Swords, therefore, is the 26th day of the span of swords. Oh, alright. Well, at least Kyros is giving holidays to his people, or her people. I don't know. We don't know which one it is, he or she. I like to think that Kyros is a she, but anyway, she can't be that bad if she's giving holidays to people. The Archons must claim Ascension Hall by Kyros' Day of Swords, or all will perish. I mean, everyone, or at least everyone in the Disfavored and the Scarlet Chorus is going to know about this anyway. When the edict hits, so might as well tell her now. One more thing for the Archons to fight over. Well, thanks for cluing me in. If Kyros sends any lightning our way, just tell me when to duck. Anything else? Enough of this. I must meet with the Archons. We got gain fear with first. Hey, don't let me hold you back. I'm sure whatever you are here to do is important enough that you don't need me stepping in your path. The war tent is just past the center of camp. One last thing. Be careful around these disfavored types. They take their work seriously, and most have suffered too many blows to their head. You know, I could say the exact same thing about the Scarlet Chorus, considering how crazy some of you people can be. And yeah, we can't even open this. Yeah, not happening. Let's check our stats and inventory first. And didn't we get a talent point there earlier as well? Now this is just the quests. And here is the spell creation. You do not know any core sigils. Explore the world to find magic symbols you can use to create spells. You must know at least one core sigil and one expression sigil to create a spell. Interesting. Okay, so we don't have talents that we can distribute right now. And she has one talent in both of these trees. Duelist and Skirmisher. Okay. Alright, let's read more about these talent trees once we actually get talents. But what did I want to check again? I forgot why I opened this in the first place. Fate Boundary Seal, what's this? +2 resolve. The seal of a Fate Boundary is used to stamp documents with Tuno's sigil. Though modest in appearance, the seal is a representation of Kyros' legal approval. Merely holding it impresses upon the wielder a sense of authority. Oh yeah, now I remember. I wanted to check the... here. So this is Scarlet Chorus, mostly favorable. The Disfavored likes us a bit more, but also hates us a bit more. Vendrian Guard, they sure hate us. And Verse, we have got lots of loyalty already, and it won't take long before we get Death from Above ability as well, which is a once per rest ability. Ah, God, I hate once per rest abilities, and also a bit of fear. But but we could also get Fury's Rage if we reach here with in the fear department. We could get both. We could make her both be loyal to us and fearful of us. Graven Ash. Quite, and Voices Nerat quite neutral. But now, before we go there, I want to explore this area a bit more. Who do we have here? Step closer and present yourself. Yeah, just a moment, folks. I just want to see if there's any loot around here. Oh, there's some deer and boars. Oh, is that a grave? A humble grave lies before you. A battered sword has been used as a marker.
A modest grave for the Archon's son, Brennix.
Uh-huh.
We don't bother with funeral rites in the chorus. No point in thanking conscripts for their duty.
Well, I guess that's one way to see it. The initial B deeply engraved into the iron. So that's Archon's son. Graven Ash's son. Oh wait, no, let's not leave. I guess that's everything. So, Graven Ash's son, Brennix. He also has a daughter too. But now, step away, I'm coming in. Well, look at you. Our gatecrasher from the court is still in one piece. The guard pounds his chest plate in salute. Welcome to Disfavored camp. Always happy to have an honored ally pay us a visit. Conquest decision. The Gates of Judgment is the name given to the mountain pass separating the tiers from the Northern Empire. The treacherous scree slopes and deadly rock slides create a nigh impassable barrier responsible for centuries of peace between the two regions. In 428, Kyros' armies began the conquest of the tiers by smashing through the Gates of Judgment, and as a young Fatebinder tasked with seeing war, you were part of this first glorious assault. Joining battle with the Scarlet Chorus, you proved your worth in the eyes of the court, and yeah, we did join with the Scarlet Chorus. I was wondering that way. Didn't we join with the Disfavored? So anyway, you proved your word in the eyes of the court and the armies of Kyros by shedding blood with the others in this storied battle. Those who fought with you fondly consider you one of the Gatecrashers, a sort of unofficial veterans club for members of this pivotal battle. Ah, alright, nice. Graven Ash salute. Graven Ash protects. Well, I don't really care about being protected by Graven Ash. I want to beat the enemies with my strength alone, and not be healed by some old guy. I'm sorry, but with the helmet it's hard to tell a face. Well, yeah, indeed, you can't really see their faces. I like their helmets too. The design of their helmets. Well, we just glare silently. I'm sorry, but with the helmet it's hard to tell a face. No reason for you to remember me. I was 2 files over, 1 rank behind. The Longbeards in the Legion were so mad at having to, in their words, babysit Tunon's novice. But you fought well. Not as well as us, but certainly better than those dumb pukes in the chorus. Go on in. The soldier gestures toward the gate. The Archons are expecting you. You will find them in the war tent, center of camp. Alright. There's a vendors here. Oh crap! I forgot to chat with that one vendor at Edgering ruins before we left. Well, shit. Whatever. You don't mind if I take some of this, do you? Stone shield armor. It's light armor, leather. Well, it's a factor better than... Oh wait, it's for verse. What about... Well, it's not that much better compared to what we have right now. What would you look like if I gave this to you? Well, you look cool, alright. And it's a lot better than these rags. You look sexy and all with these rags, but I like your legs, leg especially. But still, better give you better protection. I don't want you to be beaten down that easily. Pentibor and Rona, are you vendors? Hail to you, guardian of the law. The man dressed in merchant finery greets you with a smile. If you have a few excess rings weighing you down, best unburden yourself before battle. Yes, sure, whatever you say. You know that if the disfavored suffer a merchant in their camp, that must be a man selling only the finest provisions and armaments. He points to his collection of shields, rations, satchels, wineskins, and other sundries. Take a look and see if anything interests you. How did you come to work with the disfavored? I don't really care about that. Well, let's see your wares, even though I don't think I can buy almost anything because I have no money. Pentibor rubs his hands, eyes alight. Let's see if we can find something you might like. Or something that I can sell to you. Yeah, he doesn't even have anything that good. Brotherhood stout, must be... One bronze ring, Jesus. Campus supplies. Oh yeah, good old campus supplies. Can I see where my campus supplies are? Well, we're not gonna need any of these, so might as well sell these away. Did you have anything? Oh yeah, oh, but this is not that good, so no. Oh, and I forgot to put this on. Might as well sell this away too. So we got 7 bronze rings and 12 copper rings. Oh, there's the campus supplies. We got 4 out of 6. All right. In Pillars of Eternity, the maximum we could carry was 4, and that was on normal difficulty. But here on the hard difficulty, we can carry as much as 6. As many as 6. Well, that's just fine by me. Yeah, I think that's good enough. All right, we are full on campus supplies, 6 out of 6, and we got some bronze rings too. Nice. Alright, so +1 quickness. No matter how fast they move, these bangles never make a sound. So what did quickness do exactly? Where can I... Dodge... What the hell is quickness? Parry, dodge, magic defense, will defense, endurance defense, pierce, character recovery, slash. Whatever, let's not think about this too long. Active effects. Remove a hostile effect on a kill. Oh, alright, that sounds very cool. Didn't notice that he had that. It had that ability. Alright, so I want you to +2 resolve. Couldn't we just check what it did? No, not from here anyway. Well, I assume that giving more quickness to verse is only a good thing. Can't be bad.
Aye.
Okay, I think that we can explore the... Well, actually no, let's just explore it now.
Is that all? I've got this.
Level up, fuck yes. From unlocking this locked chest sigil. Alright, we got a level. And I believe that once a character levels up, she also becomes healthy again, and thus meaning that the wounds are also healed. When do you get a level? Yeah, I know what leveling up means. So, where could I see when you level? Oh, it's there. You have quite a way to go still. But now, so we have one point to distribute, but I think I'm gonna save that for the next episode. We're not gonna fight anymore in this one. Carefully skinned game hang from They always go away too fast. Carefully skinned game hang from this branch. They appear sickly and malnourished. Carefully skinned game. They look like rabbits to me. Or hares, whatever is the right.
All in the reflexes.
Or bunnies, or you know what I mean. Alright, I think we got some better boots for you, my dear. There we go. Anything else I can pick up? Nobleman's bracers. Cloth. Yeah, that's not gonna do much good for us. I want mostly leather armor. Especially for verse and some heavy armor for me. Bitter quip. Lucia and Marcus. I think that these two are trainers of some sort. And they can basically increase my stats or skills or something. The Archons await you inside, Fatebinder. Yeah, okay. Oh, okie dokie. So let's just go into the tent and have that meeting. Yesterday you chided me for wishing to wait. Now you suggest an even longer delay. Perhaps the voices in your skull ought to come to a consensus if you wish to be taken seriously. Good advice is flexible, changing with the moment. Besides, now we agreed with yesterday Today you should be happy. We know you hate going into battle without overwhelming odds on your side. If you're so terrified of a challenge, why not wait for your reinforcements? I don't need your heckling. I need your scouting reports, or better yet, confirmation you quelled the Oathbreakers in the other valley. All that, we will solve it in our own time and way. We must make at least we must at least make a token effort to show them mercy after all. Mercy! They have already shut upon our mercy once before. These gutterborn Southernobs deserve nothing better than death. Oh, calm down. We must leave something to rule. Or have you forgotten Kyros' orders? Patience, old chum. Sorry, I couldn't keep up with their dialogue, so I was just reading it down here. But anyway, without further ado, let's start the meeting with these two.
That's 4 reports of avalanches in the mountains now. The Tearsmen can barely count past 9. They have neither the capacity nor the cause to close off the mountain passes. Either way, that leaves the 2nd and 4th cohort trapped outside the valley. Okay, this sudden freezing thing is really started to annoy me. Oh, and by the way, one interesting fact that I learned sometime after I played this game for the first time is that the voice actor of Craven Ash, and I apologize, but I don't remember what his name is. But the voice actor of Craven Ash is also the voice actor who voiced characters like Uther the Lightbringer and the Lich King, and also Kel'Thuzad in Warcraft 3, and also in World of Warcraft itself, if I'm not mistaken, and Heroes of the Storm too, again if I'm not mistaken, but at least in Warcraft 3. So pretty goddamn cool. I'm a huge Warcraft fan and everything. So anyway, the Archon of War pounds his staff on the ground to punctuate his words. A large and imposing man to begin with, his profile is made larger still by his hulking suit of armor that hums with mystic energy.
Or it's the work of your perfidious Earthshakers. Only a fool would not suspect a traitorous Archon of poisoning the mind of his students with sedition. We would have killed the Earthshakers Guild for their master's treachery, but I'm sure you have some perfectly valid reason for allowing them to live as your pawns.
I like this guy. I like this guy a lot, and I especially like his voice. The Archon of Secrets passes a scepter between his hands as he speaks, twirling the rod in hypnotic circles. You hear the voices in your head. Well, hello there, Fatebinder. We'll be with you in just a moment. Emerald luminance as seeps from the seams of the Archon's ragged red robes. The glow is most noticeable where his neck ought to be. His mask seems to float and spin, never pivoting or bending naturally.
Hey, watch yourself. When these two get going, you don't want to get between them.
I really need to find a way to fix this the sudden freezing. This is really freaking annoying, especially when we're having a dialogue like this. Verse whispers fearfully as she beholds the Archons. I'm here to proclaim Kyros' edict. The valley was sealed in preparation for this moment. Yeah, let's just clear our throat for starters.
I always know you've run out of things to say when you resort to mocking my vassals. If we are to speak of treachery, why is it that my scouts see the Scarlet Chorus warriors defecting back to the Vendrian Guard? Your fearsome reputation has gone flaccid, for it seems you cannot control your soldiers, or perhaps you simply choose not to.
My lord, the Fatebinder has arrived. The Disfavored commander raises her voice, trying with little success to speak over the Archons. Perhaps we could table this discussion and let our guests speak.
Speaking of strategic failures, who was it that insisted the valley would need only a token garrison? For some strange reason, we can't seem to recall which balding halfwit grossly underestimated the enemy. Thoughts?
He's such a dick. I love him. The Archon of Secrets twirls his scepter in a twisting loop, his leather-wrapped hands flipping their heavy rod with an effortless flow. You hear the voice in your head. Can you hear us, Fatebinder? Cough if we have your attention. If I may address the Archons, are you two just about done? Well, let's cough.
And I thought you had left agents within these Tearsmen when they surrendered. Either you failed to see this coming, or you knew and let it happen. Incompetent or in cahoots, either way, this mess has your filthy stink all over it.
The Archon of War lurches forward, resting his weight on his war maul as blue luminescence crackles around his armor. They look pretty goddamn cool too.
We look forward to seeing you explain to Tunon why the Archon of War could not close the vice on this trivial little insurgency. When we are crowned the ruler of the Tears, we shall have this place renamed to Ash's Folly in your honor.
The voice of Nerad tosses his scepter into the air, catching it as it descends back down. Good, good. Now pay attention, you might miss something. Alright, are you two just about done? Loyalty with Verse, Rapid Graven Ash, and favor with... I would like... Can we? No, we can't see it here. Alright. They pickle like children, do they not? The fifth eye's grating tenor pierces the tension in the tent, and all eyes land on the Crimson Spear. I meant only to say welcome! Welcome to our guest, the Fatebinder! The armored retainer bows his rusted inelegance, then rises to a salute, and not a moment too soon. Favor with pretty much favor with everyone. The Queenslayer, sensing your presence, the disfavored commander snaps into a firm salute. No doubt your presence here will strike despair into the hearts of our enemy. Lord Ash, Lord Nerat, our guest is here. Both of the Archons, apologies for the sudden entrance. I have traveled long to be here. Well, I'm not gonna kiss their asses or anything. We could have had a diplomat option here if we have the, I don't know, either the background or the right stats or something. So I don't think that I'm going to kiss their asses or anything. I'm just clear silently because I have no other options here.
Quakebringer, you humble us with your presence. I must apologize for our rancor and discontent. It is unbecoming of our station.
Oh, well, you are often humble all of a sudden, Graven Ash. Because last time when I played this game, you were not really like this. Quakebringer. Conquest edition. So what did we do again? In 430, final year of the conquest of the Tears, Cairn, Archon of Stone, stopped answering the commands of Graven Ash and openly questioned Kyros' right to rule the Tears. Kyros decreed the traitor Archon must be put to death, and you were chosen to proclaim Cairn's death sentence, the Edict of Stone. Cairn sensed his doom coming and tried to stop you, but Scarlet Chorus soldiers were dispatched to stall Cairn, giving you time to proclaim the edict. If we actually decided to send the Disfavored, if we decided to send the Disfavored to deal with Cairn instead, I wonder whether Graven Ash would have been as happy about that as he is right now. Maybe I should have sent the Disfavored to stall Cairn. I mean, after all, Cairn was basically their mess to clean. Yeah, I think I made a mistake there. Well, anyway, the power of the edict didn't just break Cairn; it ravaged the whole of Azure, cratering the landscape and ushering in almost daily earthquakes. Because of this, many of those who witnessed the event know you as the Quakebringer. Reading is so hard sometimes. The one who turned Azure into the Stone Sea. Alright, cool. The Archon of War bows to you, though his eyes remain locked on the Archon of Secrets.
My soldiers tell me you helped Commander Drotus on your way through Edgering. You honor the court with your selfless cooperation, for that is the sort of camaraderie that Kyros demands of us all.
Well, truth to be told, I didn't really care about the life of Drastus, but let's not tell him that. On the last of his words, the Archon of War glares at the voice of Nerat, furrowing his brow as he utters the word camaraderie. I require no thanks for doing my sworn duty. I came bearing an edict of Kyros. Are you all done bickering? I have an edict to proclaim. Bow to the Archons. It's an honor to be here. I'm not gonna kiss their ass. Let's Well, I come here bearing an edict of Kyros.
It seemed only yesterday you were proving your worth in battle, assisting my warriors in the siege of the bastard city. Now Kyros has chosen you for a second time to proclaim an edict. Tell us, good Fatebinder, what sort of punishment does the Overlord have in store for the Oathbreakers?
And conquest decisions. The bastard city, now the site of Tunon's court in the Tears, was taken in the first year of the conquest. In concerted effort between the Disfavored and Scarlet Chorus, the first and last battle wherein the two armies acted in relative harmony. When it came time to strike at the city, you accompanied the Disfavored into battle, and though the Legion is normally loath to accept guests in its ranks, you distinguished yourself and won the respect of many in the Legion. Shame that we are going to fight against them in this playthrough. The Overlord's loyal servants must hold Ascension Hall by Kyros' Day of Swords, or all in the valley shall perish. It seems you need some encouragement to work together. Kyros' edict will end the lives of everyone in this valley unless Ascension Hall is claimed by Kyros' Day of Swords. In honor of your incompetence and disarray, the edict will execute every living thing in this valley unless Ascension Hall is taken by Kyros' Day of Swords. Should I just go fully neutral on this and or give them a little hint that this is on them, basically? It seems you need some encouragement to work together. Kyros' edict will end the lives of everyone in this valley unless Ascension Hall is claimed by Kyros' Day of Swords. Brad with watching a favor with Graven Ash. Alright, well this is a bit surprising. I was expecting that Graven Ash would have gotten a little bit more upset. But anyway. The earth sways with each word you utter, the air thickening with warmth as you pronounce the tersely phrased commandment. its every syllable drafted by the hand of Kyros. With the edict proclaimed, your pulse quickens and the muscles in your legs, worn from a long trip down the mountains, feel renewed, the tired limbs now nearly buoyant with vigor.
The Overlord means to compel us into action. No doubt the avalanches in the mountains are part of this ultimatum. We must conquer the Oathbreakers or die in failure. There is no room for error, and no other way out of this valley alive.
I really like the music of this game too.
We'll need to advance across the Matani. We lose everything if we stand still. And we move to backup Plan Green. The Earthshakers didn't make it over the mountain in time. So we do this the hard way. Over the walls instead of through.
I think I got some small goosebumps while I was listening him to talk while this music was playing in the background. It's just so good. The Archon of War taps a finger against his temple. A low rumble escapes from under his beard.
So you found your backbone at last! Oh, we were worried past humiliations would make you soft, timid. That was a record for you, right? The baker's dozen lost in one sortie. If you had waited for the chorus reinforcements, maybe we'd have eyes and ears on the matter.
The Archon of Secrets passes his scepter from one hand to the next, chuckling softly with each toss. Watch him squirm. So many tears over replaceable, expendable, useless soldiers. I miss the old Archon of War. You would never see blood echo in a blubbering mess over a few dead killers. He would use the knuckle bones of his best disciples for jewelry, and even made a breastplate out of his dead brother's ribcage, because that's how a real man deals with grief. Damn, he sure sounds like a badass. Figure all you wish, you are just wasting valuable time. Are you too daft? It is your indecision and bickering that necessitated this edict. Learn to work together or we're all doomed. Remain silent. Subterfuge 21. They call you the Archon of Secrets, but you certainly don't seem to know anything remotely useful. Even like I mentioned in my first in the last episode, that even though we are going to side with the Scarlet Chorus because my character can basically relate to the Scarlet Chorus soldiers and understand what they're going through, and she respects them, and especially the stronger ones, the very strong Scarlet Chorus soldiers who have been in the chorus for a very long time, like Verse, for example. So even though we like the Scarlet Chorus a lot, we don't really like or trust the voice of Nerad, because look at him. Does that guy does this guy look trustworthy to you? I certainly wouldn't trust a guy who looks like this. So this is most certainly going to piss him off a little bit. So in that sense, it doesn't really bother me too much. But anyway, what would my character say here? My character is the kind of character who doesn't really take bullshit from who doesn't really stand bullshit, or politics, or bureaucracy. How did you spell that word? Bureaucracy. I think that's how you spelled it. They call you the Archon of Secrets, but you certainly don't seem to know anything remotely useful. Yeah, let's piss him off.
I second the Fatebinder. Thought you had the memories of one of those Oathbreakers rattling about that bronze gourd of yours. Would Kyros' mighty spy master please enlighten this gathering of allies with some scrap of strategic insight?
The Archon of Secrets turns his head to the side, until the face of his mask has turned around and a new facet of the mask presents itself as facing forward. When next the Archon speaks, the booming voice of an older man can be heard.
Cowards! If I were still alive, I'd freeze the blood as it runs in your veins. You may take the river, but you'll pay for it with your lives.
The Archon slaps a hand against his mask, rotating his mask until a new facet looks forward. Well, this is actually new. Very new. Truth to be told, I have actually been watching as some other people playing this game as well. At least the first few episodes or so. But I have never actually watched any other people's Let's Play from the start to finish because since this game has very high replay value with its different paths and endings and stuff, I did not want to watch the Let's Plays to the very end because I didn't want those to be spoiled for me. But anyway, so I have watched a few people at least try out the game, and none of those videos had this dialogue. The voices of Nerat did not say this at any point. So this is even new to me. So what is this referring to? The voice of Nerat appears to be channeling the personality of Master Hakrivar. Hakrivar was one of the elders of the School of Tides, a southern school of water magi that fell to Kyros' forces in 429 during the initial attack of Vengeance Well. By your order, the Tidecasters taken in battle were presented to the voice of Nerat so that their magic might be integrated into the Archons' ever-growing arsenal of knowledge. Oh yeah, it was that, I remember.
Our sources tell us the Oathbreakers had some sort of magical trick in store. But this knowledge is tinged with fear, trepidation. If we make a move for the Mitanni, we suspect the Oathbreakers will mount a counterattack that is equal parts valiant and futile.
I know that voice. Master Hakrivar of the School of Tides.
Yes, and that old codger put up quite a fight on the way out. Almost turned himself into a puddle to escape our interrogations. He's not the last of the Tidecasters, though. At the time of his death, there was another. A woman named Ebb. We believe she is one of the mages assisting these Oathbreakers.
Ah, Ebb. I have missed you too so much. I've actually missed most of you because I like the companion characters of this game. And like I also mentioned in the first episode, there is another companion as well, whom I completely missed in my first playthrough. So I'll make sure that I'm going to pick her up this time as well. But from what little I know about her, she also looked very interesting as well. But anyway, now so enough talking. There's work to be done. Our lives hang in the balance because you two pickle like children. Now go solve this problem you have started. No more idle. I expect the Disfavored to be on the march at once. Voice of Nerat, I trust you are done acting the clown and will have your horde ready to march with all haste. So this is going to piss off Craven Ash, and this is going to piss off Voice of Nerat. But what would my character say? Would you just say, then enough talking, there's work to be done? Voices of Nerat, I trust you are done acting the clown and will have your horde ready to march with all haste.
Do not think for a moment that you can give us orders, maggot. Not unless you wish to discover new ways of feeling pain.
Oh shit. Okay, well he's not... He didn't take that well. Yep, not very well. My lord, Barrick and his band have been drilled on the Echo Call assault plan. The Crescent Runner should be briefing him as we speak regarding the latest enemy movements along the river. I will dispatch him at once. The Iron Marshal salutes, clapping her gauntlet to her breastplate, and Barrick, who is another party member who we are going to get into our party in the next episode. Though you know him only by name, Barrick is a commander of the Stone Shields, and well regarded by the Disfavored High Command. And I will ensure the Kyros stands ready to march. If the Disfavored can take the river, the Kyros has the manpower to secure the outer ring of the valley.
Our soldiers clamor for battle, and at last we shall have it. Thus, we command you to continue guarding the Fatebinder. Tunan's Chosen is our honored guest, and must be shown our finest hospitality.
I won't let you down, boss. She'll get through the campaign in one piece, as long as she doesn't do anything too stupid.
But something tells me that we are going to do quite some stupid stuff every now and then. The Archon wields his scepter one last time, then taps the fifth eye on the shoulder and the two depart. Swing by the Scarlet Chorus camp before you get wrapped up in whatever errands the Disfavored demand of you. The Scarlet Chorus could benefit from your expertise. Oh yeah, I'll come there, alright. I'll come there, maybe in the next episode too.
Finally, the fool and his puppet are gone. Perhaps now I can hear myself think. Rarely do I question Kyros' judgment, but I will never understand why the voices of Narot is given such authority. I shudder to think what will become of us all should Tunon favor him in the end. Though the Edict threatens the Scarlet Chorus just as it threatens us, I cannot shake the feeling that our allies will work against us.
Well, the Scarlet Chorus might actually have the same feelings towards you too.
Queenslayer, I would ask that you join us in battle, if only for the satisfaction of your presence enraging the enemy.
Oh yeah, I'll stay here. Well, I am kinda have to stay and fight here. It's not like I can leave even if I wanted to.
If you wish to be counted amongst the glorious, speak with the Iron Marshal. She will direct the order of battle until we are ready for the final push into the Citadel.
Okie dokie. I'm short a few scouts, short a few soldiers, short of a few everything. I'm sure my brethren would be grateful for the assistance of a skilled outsider. I would be honored to help. And what of the Scarlet Chorus? How will they be helping?
I ask myself that question often. While we take the river crossing, the Scarlet Chorus should be using their sizable presence to remove the Oathbreaker patrols lurking in the outer valley.
The Oathbreakers have maintained a sizable force outside the Citadel. We need the Chorus's manpower to scour the region. Otherwise, the Oathbreakers will attack at our heels once we cross the Matani. Well, let's just clear silently. Loyalty with verse and Vrad with the rest. The Iron Marshal salutes Graven Ash, then turns to leave the tent. I will be at the training grounds, readying the soldiers. Find me there when you are ready. She pauses, clearing her throat. And though I am loath to mention it, the Chorus can likely use your assistance. They certainly won't secure the outer valley on their own. Fifth Eye will be somewhere in that rat's nest they call a camp, due east. Seek him out if you must. Oh, we'll seek him out, alright. Quest complete, the Conqueror's will. And now here we got a timer. So we got 8 days till Kyros' Day of Swords. If we cannot take over the Ascension Hall before this time expires, then it's the end of the game, really. All right, is there? You don't mind if I take your stuff, do you? Of course you don't.
On it.
Is that all? I've got this.
Ah, heavy iron gauntlets. Now let's go to our inventory real fast. Alright, so, where are they? Where are the gauntlets? Ah, here. So, some more armor. -2 precision, -4% deflection. Unarmed DPS. Well, we're not gonna go to unarmed combat, so yeah, I don't think it's that good. We can at least see what it looks like, if nothing else. Yeah, not very good. Yeah, I'm just gonna sell that away. But now let's leave the tent. Oh, what's that? Edict of execution. The Overlord has decreed that all in the valley of Kyros' Day of Swords shall die, unless Kyros unless Kyros' representative holds Ascension Hall. So we get +1 resolve from that. So basically we are now more motivated to actually complete the task. Oh, and we can chat with Verse. Well, let's go outside first. Okay, so I'm going to end this episode here because I just think that this is a good place to stop. But before that, let's have a chat with Verse and see what she has to say. How did you do that? Verse looks at you with a quizzical expression. Do what? Back in the Archons war tent, you cut an edict as casually as reading a supply shipment. How did you do that? Well, I've done it before. Yeah, I have just done it before. I don't know why I didn't realize it earlier. You proclaimed the Edict of Stone in Azure. It blighted the entire realm, all to destroy the rebellious Archon. I can't believe that was you. Yeah, that was me, alright. Well, call me impressed. Considering that you have read the words of Kyros more than once, I'm surprised that you are even alive to tell of it. Your vocal cords should have turned to ash by now. I'm not trying to make you feel uncomfortable, it's just worth recognizing what you have done. Not only are you Tunon's Fatebinder, you are the mouthpiece of the Overlord. Gives me plenty of reason to stick around. You're going places, and I want to see where they lead. That's enough for now. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to end this episode here, and in the next episode we are going to. Okay, so M doesn't bring the map like it does in Pillars of Eternity. Does this have a? Maybe I should check the key bindings and make make M as the map. Well, it does bring the map now. M just basically enlarges this window here. So anyway, so in the next episode we are going to explore the Disfavored camp here a bit more. Get our new companion character from here as well, Barrick, who should be somewhere around there, and maybe get that one quest from the blacksmith over here and see if we can pick up anything else. And then I guess we just go go straight to the Scarlet Chorus camp and get some quests from there as well, helping out the good old Scarlet Chorus. So that's my plan for next time. But now, thank you for watching once again, and see you next time for more Tyranny.